My name is Museion Bonifacia, and I'm a writer, poet, and a performer. And the foundation of everything that I do really has to do with telling and sharing stories. So sometimes those are my own stories, sometimes it's the stories of people around me. I really like to bring my background with me, my roots in Curacao, my Dutch roots, and I'm really a storyteller. It's very lovely to be here in Bolzano and in this whole region. Residency was a collaboration with Museion and the Dutch embassy, so it was very interesting and nice to be welcomed here. And during this residency I met a couple of interesting thinkers and artists. For instance, I met Valentine, he's a composer, and we really talked about what music is for him and how does he use his background and what inspired him being on music in this area, and we jammed a little bit, so that was very interesting and fascinating. But I also met Jacob, and we're standing here in greenhouse of Jacob. In Dutch we say kasse, and he was telling me about the history of working on the land and using the land. And that was also very interesting, those values, the relationship with nature, and also with Elisa. I also talked about those same values about how we interact with nature and how we see nature. And that is one of the values that really inspired me and really give me like a paradigma verwisseling, a switch in my belief system. During my time in Bolzano here in this whole region, I talked and I philosophized about different teams, with all those different artists, but also with the members of the art group. One of the things that really resonated with me and really had a direct impact was just the way that I'm looking to using nature, that I'm being conscious of nature, because in Amsterdam we are also always so in a rat race that we sometimes forget just to be in the moment, just to enjoy who you are and what there is in the world. So that was really a thing that I can really take with me in Amsterdam, but also the whole ideology, you say in Dutch, behind urbanism coming from Amsterdam and seeing that here and how they use urbanism and what urbanism means here. It's like really a different idea that I can really use in my own work as a writer. So those are two interesting values that I really learned. And the last value or theme that was very inspiring was the different relationship with the different languages, the German language, the Italian language, and all the different dialects. It really reminded me of my own native tongue, Papiamentu, and my relationship with the Dutch language. I'm going to take everything with me and hopefully write a lot about it.
My name is Danielle Zawadi. I am a poet, a writer, and a literary curator, and I'm from the Netherlands. I have been working a lot with spoken word, so spoken literature and ways of exploring what poetry can mean in a physical setting. With my work, I try to explore a lot of things surrounding friendship and physics. I've been doing a lot of residencies lately and trying to explore more what a stage and what poetry can mean by also incorporating other disciplines. And I guess this residency was perfect in that sense, because now there are a lot of different disciplines coming together in collaboration or in conversation with poetry. The theme is called officially Talking Past Each Other, and so it's all about misunderstandings. During this residency, I've met now 3 other creators who in their own disciplines are connected to the work that I'm making. So I connected with Felix Gatti, the chef, who is now interpreting 2 of my recipes, not necessarily my recipes, but things that I like to eat. So I guess in that way, his interpretation is probably going to lead to some misunderstanding, which I am really looking forward to. I've also been working with Emmanuel, a musician who uses a lot of synthesizers, and I shared my poetry with him. And in a way, we're now looking into seeing how we can make a performance together. And lastly, I am working with Sarah, someone who works in the physical space in terms of art and theater. And I guess that's maybe one of the most abstract translations as to the poetry that I make and how she's going to interpret it. So looking at the theme of talking past each other and misunderstandings, I guess the way that I see it, it's just a lot of room of anticipating that there will be a moment where you don't understand each other, but knowing how to deal with it and facilitate it and make art out of it. I guess one of the things that really was unavoidable being here is language, and how everyone has a different relationship towards Italian and German and even English and how we approach it. I find it very interesting to see how each person that I was able to talk to had a different approach to it and had like a different relation to it, because it made me also think about the languages that I speak, obviously English, but also Dutch and French. And one particular moment that stands out and that I've been talking to everyone about once I got here is the train commander or controller who spoke Italian and German to me. I spoke French and Dutch to him. And in a way, we found similarities in those languages to try to understand each other, which we did not. But I guess that idea or that introduction to this space was really nice. Yeah. A thing that I'm really taking away from this is the way that we anticipate misunderstandings. The fact that we should facilitate it, because there's so much going on, either in your life or in the world or your relation to it as an artist as well. And there's always going to be a place or a moment of either not completely understanding what someone else is saying or thinking to be on the same wavelength and then in the end it not being the case. So I guess what I'm taking away from this is really the fact that we're facilitating these moments. We're facilitating and anticipating that there will be a moment where we might not really understand each other, and that's also even okay. So yeah, I think that's something that I'm really going to take with me.